The entertainment world is holding its breath. In the middle of relentless schedules, global spotlights, and the non-stop pressure of Hollywood, one narrative continues to quietly command attention: Kylie Jenner's unwavering support for Timothée Chalamet's career. Before this story goes any further, stay connected and engaged, because what unfolds here is not just celebrity news, but a rare look at loyalty and strategy inside one of the most scrutinized relationships in modern pop culture. At a time when many high-profile relationships fade under the weight of fame and conflicting ambitions, Kylie Jenner appears to be doing the opposite. While Timothée Chalamet's career accelerates at full speed, Kylie remains a steady presence, prompting a growing question among fans and industry watchers alike. Is this simply a carefully managed public image, or a genuine commitment built behind closed doors? Timothée Chalamet has reached a level few actors achieve at such a young age. He is no longer seen merely as a rising star, but as a defining face of his generation in Hollywood. Major film projects, award season buzz, and international press tours now dominate his life. In an industry known for burning people out just as quickly as it builds them up, the presence of a stable support system can be the difference between longevity and collapse. This is where Kylie Jenner's role becomes increasingly significant. Sources close to the situation describe her as a grounding influence during periods of intense pressure. Rather than competing for attention, she is said to prioritize creating an environment where Timothée can stay focused and mentally balanced. Her support, according to insiders, is not loud or performative, but consistent and deliberate. Observers have begun to notice how Kylie Jenner shows up during pivotal moments in Timothée Chalamet's professional journey. Whether it is attending key events discreetly or rearranging her own commitments to avoid clashes with his major career milestones, her actions suggest a level of intention that goes beyond casual involvement. In an era dominated by viral moments and social media spectacle, this quieter approach has only fueled more curiosity. As public interest intensifies, so does scrutiny. Kylie Jenner is not just a celebrity partner, she is a global entrepreneur, a brand in herself, and a cultural force with immense responsibilities. Balancing business empires, family commitments, and a relationship with one of Hollywood's most in-demand actors is no small task. Many have questioned whether such parallel worlds can truly coexist without conflict. The emerging narrative suggests that both Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet operate under a shared understanding. Their relationship appears structured around mutual respect for each other's ambitions. Kylie reportedly allows Timothée full space to immerse himself in his craft, while he, in turn, supports her autonomy and business-driven lifestyle. This balance has become a defining feature of their dynamic. Halfway through this story, the tension sharpens. Hollywood history is filled with examples of couples who seemed strong until schedules tightened and pressure peaked. Fans wonder whether the same fate could await this relationship. The curiosity deepens with every new project announcement and every public appearance that hints at how carefully their time together is managed. Yet, instead of signs of strain, recent developments point toward growing stability. Reports indicate that Kylie Jenner has intentionally adjusted high-level commitments to remain available during crucial phases of Timothée Chalamet's career. This decision has been widely interpreted as a clear signal of long-term support rather than short-term convenience. Industry insiders describe this phase of Timothée's career as decisive. The roles he is taking on now are shaping not just his public image, but his legacy as an actor. Having consistent emotional support during this period is considered invaluable, and Kylie's presence, though often understated, appears to play a key role in maintaining that equilibrium. The story reaches its emotional peak with one undeniable reality. Despite rumors, speculation, and constant media analysis, there has been no visible retreat in Kylie Jenner's support. On the contrary, her consistency has become more apparent as external pressure increases. In a culture where silence often speaks louder than words, her actions have sent a clear message. For fans, this moment feels like a payoff. A relationship not driven by controversy, but by endurance. A partnership that does not rely on constant validation, yet remains firmly intact amid chaos. Kylie Jenner's loyalty, combined with Timothée Chalamet's accelerating success, paints a picture that challenges the usual Hollywood narrative. As the entertainment industry continues to evolve, new challenges are inevitable. Schedules will tighten, expectations will rise, and public attention will only intensify. Still, one element remains central to the conversation: Kylie Jenner's steadfast commitment to supporting Timothée Chalamet's career, even when doing so requires sacrifice and restraint. This story is far from over. Each new appearance, each project announcement, and each subtle gesture will continue to be analyzed. But for now, the narrative is clear. Amid the noise of fame and ambition, Kylie Jenner stands firmly beside Timothée Chalamet, proving that in an industry built on momentum, consistency can be the most powerful statement of all. Stay connected, because as Hollywood keeps watching, the next chapter of the story is already beginning to unfold. What makes this story resonate even more strongly is how carefully both figures manage what is shown and what is left unsaid. In an era where relationships are often measured by visibility and online engagement, Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet appear to operate by a different set of rules. Their restraint has become part of the intrigue. Every limited appearance, every quiet show of solidarity, adds another layer to a narrative that feels controlled yet emotionally charged. Sources within the industry note that Timothée Chalamet's current trajectory places him under an exceptional level of scrutiny. Each role he accepts is dissected, each interview analyzed, and each public move weighed against expectations of awards and box office performance. In such a climate, emotional stability becomes a valuable asset. Those close to the actor suggest that Kylie's presence provides a sense of normalcy that is otherwise difficult to maintain. Behind the scenes, Kylie Jenner is reportedly deeply aware of how unforgiving Hollywood can be, especially for actors navigating their prime years. Rather than offering advice that could feel intrusive, she is said to focus on listening and providing reassurance. This subtle form of support contrasts sharply with the dramatic narratives often associated with celebrity partnerships, making their dynamic feel refreshingly grounded. As Timothee continues to secure roles that expand his range and solidify his reputation, the timing of Kylie's support becomes even more significant. Industry insiders describe certain recent projects as career-defining, the kind that can permanently elevate an actor's standing or expose vulnerabilities under intense critical pressure. During these periods, Kylie has been described as intentionally stepping back from unnecessary exposure, allowing Timothee to occupy the spotlight without distraction. Public reaction to this approach has been mixed but undeniably engaged. Fans who value privacy and authenticity praise the couple for maintaining boundaries. Others remain skeptical, searching for hidden motives or future turning points. This divide only fuels the conversation further, keeping their relationship firmly in the public consciousness even when they are not actively seeking attention. As the months progress, patterns begin to emerge. Kylie Jenner's schedule adjustments are not isolated incidents, but part of a broader rhythm that aligns closely with Timothée Chalamet's professional calendar. When he enters an intense filming phase or award campaign window, her public presence appears to shift accordingly. To many observers, this coordination signals a deliberate effort to prioritize emotional availability during moments of peak stress. At the same time, Timothee has reportedly become more selective with how he engages the media when his personal life is mentioned. While he remains articulate and thoughtful about his work, he tends to deflect questions that attempt to sensationalize his relationship. This mutual discretion reinforces the impression that both parties are aligned in protecting what matters most to them. Midway through this evolving story, tension naturally builds. Hollywood history offers countless examples of relationships that seemed stable until the demands of fame tipped the balance. Fans and critics alike speculate about whether this partnership will face a similar test as both careers continue to expand. the anticipation surrounding that question keeps audiences invested, waiting for signs of strain or confirmation of resilience. Yet, recent observations suggest that the bond between Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet may be strengthening rather than fraying. Insiders point to moments when Kylie has offered quiet encouragement during uncertain periods, particularly when critical reception or industry expectations created pressure. These gestures, though rarely publicized, are said to have a meaningful impact. The narrative reaches a deeper emotional layer when considering Kylie Jenner's own evolution. Long perceived primarily through the lens of reality television and business success, her role in this relationship has subtly reshaped public perception. Supporting a partner navigating a demanding artistic career has highlighted a more reserved, intentional side of her persona, one that resonates with audiences in unexpected ways. Meanwhile, Timothée Chalamet's ascent shows no signs of slowing. As he continues to transition from promising talent to established leading man, the importance of stability becomes increasingly clear. Those familiar with his work ethic note that emotional grounding allows him to take creative risks without becoming overwhelmed by external noise. The climax of this ongoing narrative lies in a simple but powerful observation. Despite relentless attention, speculation, and the ever-present risk of burnout, Kylie Jenner's support has remained consistent. There has been no dramatic shift, no visible withdrawal, and no attempt to capitalize on the relationship for attention. In Hollywood terms, this consistency is rare. For audiences, this moment delivers a sense of payoff that feels earned. The story is not about explosive headlines or sudden revelations, but about endurance. It challenges assumptions about celebrity relationships by showing that longevity can be built on quiet understanding rather than spectacle. As the entertainment landscape continues to evolve, the stakes will inevitably rise. New projects, new ventures, and new pressures will test the limits of even the strongest partnerships. Yet, for now, the prevailing narrative remains unchanged. Kylie Jenner continues to stand by Timothée Chalamet, offering steady support as his career reaches new heights. The public will keep watching, analyzing, and speculating, because curiosity is inseparable from fame. But beneath the headlines and theories lies a simpler truth that has captured attention worldwide. In the middle of relentless ambition and global scrutiny, Kylie Jenner's loyalty has become a defining element of Timothée Chalamet's journey. As this chapter draws forward, one thing is certain. The story is far from finished, and the next developments will only deepen interest. For those following closely, this is more than celebrity news. It is an unfolding portrait of balance, support, and resilience in an industry that rarely slows down. As the spotlight continues to intensify, the relationship between Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet becomes a case study in how modern celebrity partnerships survive under pressure. Hollywood is not designed for stability. It rewards constant motion, reinvention, and visibility. Yet, paradoxically, what has made this story endure is not what is shown, but what is carefully protected. Industry analysts point out that Timothée Chalamet is currently navigating one of the most critical transitions in an actor's career. Moving from critically acclaimed performances to projects with massive commercial expectations is a delicate balance. One misstep can shift public perception overnight. In moments like these, emotional grounding is often the invisible factor behind sustained success. Those close to the actor suggest that Kylie Jenner's presence offers exactly that, an anchor in an otherwise volatile environment. What makes Kylie's role particularly compelling is how it contrasts with her own public image. Known globally as a trendsetter, entrepreneur, and media powerhouse, she exists in a world that thrives on exposure. Yet when it comes to Timothy's career, restraint appears to be her chosen language. Rather than amplifying her presence, she seems to reduce it during moments when focus matters most. This calculated quietness has only amplified public curiosity. Observers have noted that during high-pressure periods, award campaigns, international premieres, and intense filming schedules, Kylie Jenner's public activities subtly shift. Brand appearances become less frequent, social media output appears more controlled, and her movements align more closely with Timothee's professional timeline. To many, this suggests not sacrifice, but strategic partnership. The tension within this narrative lies in the uncertainty of sustainability. Hollywood relationships are often praised early, only to unravel later under the weight of competing ambitions. This looming question keeps audiences engaged. Can two global figures, each commanding immense influence in different industries, continue to prioritize each other without compromise? So far, the evidence suggests intentional effort on both sides. Timothée Chalamet, while increasingly selective about his roles, has also become more guarded in interviews. Questions that attempt to frame his relationship as a distraction are often redirected back to his work. This pattern reinforces the sense that both individuals share a unified front, protecting their private dynamic from external narratives. As the story progresses, it becomes clear that Kylie Jenner's support is not reactive, but anticipatory. Insiders describe her as someone who prepares for periods of heightened stress well in advance, ensuring that emotional support is present before challenges peak. This proactive approach is rare in an industry where crises are often addressed only after they surface. The public response to this evolving dynamic has been layered. Fans invested in Timothée Chalamet's career express appreciation for a partner who does not overshadow his achievements. Meanwhile, Kylie Jenner's supporters view this phase as a demonstration of maturity and growth, highlighting dimensions of her personality that extend beyond business and branding. As speculation continues, so does scrutiny. Every absence is analyzed, every appearance dissected. Yet despite this constant observation, there has been no dramatic shift in behavior, no visible cracks in the foundation. This steadiness, rather than explosive moments, has become the most compelling element of the story. From a broader cultural perspective, the relationship reflects a shift in how celebrity partnerships are perceived. Audiences are increasingly drawn to narratives of balance rather than chaos, consistency rather than spectacle. Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet appear to embody this transition, whether intentionally or not. The emotional payoff of this story lies in its subtlety. There is no single defining moment, no grand declaration that confirms the depth of their bond. Instead, it is revealed through continuity, through choices repeated over time. In a media environment obsessed with immediacy, this slow-burn narrative stands out. Looking ahead, the stakes are undeniable. Timothée Chalamet's upcoming projects are positioned to further cement his legacy, while Kylie Jenner continues to expand her influence across multiple industries. Each new milestone will test their ability to remain aligned amid growing demands. Yet, if current patterns hold, their approach seems clear. Prioritize substance over noise. Protect focus over exposure. Support growth without competition. These principles, while simple in theory, are notoriously difficult to maintain under global scrutiny. As this story continues to unfold, it captures more than celebrity fascination. It reflects the evolving expectations of audiences who crave authenticity, depth, and emotional intelligence from public figures. Kylie Jenner's consistent support of Timothée Chalamet's career has become a symbol of that shift. In the end, what keeps this narrative alive is not the promise of drama, but the possibility of endurance. In an industry where momentum often replaces meaning, this relationship offers a counterpoint, one built on timing, understanding, and deliberate choices. The world will keep watching, waiting for the next development, the next test, the next chapter. But for now, the story remains remarkably clear. Amid relentless schedules, towering ambition, and constant attention, Kylie Jenner continues to stand firmly behind Timothée Chalamet, proving that true support does not need to be loud to be powerful. What further intensifies public fascination is how this relationship unfolds against the broader backdrop of Hollywood's changing power dynamics. Timothée Chalamet represents a new era of actors, artistically driven, image-conscious, and acutely aware of legacy. Kylie Jenner, meanwhile, embodies the modern media mogul, digitally native, business-focused, and globally influential. Their connection sits at the intersection of film prestige and pop culture dominance, a combination that naturally draws relentless attention. Sources familiar with industry circles suggest that Timothee's inner circle values stability above all else at this stage of his career. With scripts piling up and expectations climbing higher each year, maintaining clarity and confidence has become essential. Kylie Jenner's role, according to these accounts, is not to influence creative decisions, but to provide emotional consistency when professional uncertainty arises. This distinction has been key in preserving balance. As award seasons approach and speculation intensifies, every detail becomes magnified. A quiet appearance, a missed event, or a subtle gesture is enough to spark days of online debate. Yet, despite this microscope, Kylie Jenner's behavior remains notably unchanged. She neither retreats completely nor steps fully into the spotlight. Instead, she occupies a deliberate middle ground that allows Timothée Chalamet's work to remain the focal point. This approach has gradually reframed public perception. Early skepticism surrounding their relationship has softened into cautious respect. Commentators who once dismissed the pairing as unlikely now acknowledge the discipline required to sustain it. In an environment where personal lives are often leveraged for relevance, Restraint has emerged as a powerful narrative choice. Behind closed doors, those close to the couple describe a routine built around flexibility rather than rigid structure. Schedules are adjusted, priorities reassessed, and time protected whenever possible. This adaptability is often cited as a defining factor in why the relationship continues to function under pressure. Rather than forcing normalcy, they redefine it according to circumstance. As Timothée Chalamet takes on increasingly complex roles, the emotional demands of his work deepen. Immersive performances require mental space and recovery time, luxuries not easily found amid constant travel and publicity. Kylie Jenner's presence during these transitions is described as stabilizing, offering familiarity when everything else feels transient. The narrative gains further momentum when considering how rarely Kylie Jenner speaks publicly about the relationship. In a culture driven by quotes and sound bites, her silence becomes a statement in itself. It signals confidence, not distance. Observers note that she appears comfortable letting actions speak where words might invite misinterpretation. This restraint also protects Timothée Chalamet from being overshadowed by narratives unrelated to his craft. By keeping their relationship grounded and understated, both parties avoid the pitfalls that have derailed many promising careers. It is a strategic choice that aligns personal values with professional goals. As public curiosity reaches new heights, tension naturally builds around what the future holds. Will this balance hold as projects grow larger and schedules more demanding? Will the pressure of constant visibility eventually force a shift? These unanswered questions keep audiences invested, turning each update into a moment of collective anticipation. Yet, the most compelling aspect of this story remains its consistency. There are no sudden reversals, no dramatic gestures designed for attention. Instead, there is a steady rhythm, one that suggests intention rather than impulse. In an industry that thrives on unpredictability, this predictability feels almost radical. From a broader perspective, Kylie Jenner's continued support of Timothée Chalamet reflects a changing definition of partnership in the public eye. Support is no longer measured by proximity to cameras, but by alignment behind the scenes. This evolution resonates with audiences who increasingly value authenticity over spectacle. As the months pass, Timothee's career trajectory continues upward, fueled by both critical acclaim and commercial success. With each milestone, the role of a supportive partner becomes more evident, even when largely invisible. Kylie Jenner's influence, subtle yet consistent, remains woven into this journey. the payoff of this narrative lies not in a single event, but in accumulation. Each choice, each adjustment, each moment of quiet presence builds toward a larger picture, one of mutual respect and shared priorities. It challenges long-held assumptions about celebrity relationships and offers an alternative model rooted in endurance. Looking forward, the story promises further evolution. New films, new ventures, and new challenges will inevitably test their equilibrium. But if the current pattern holds, adaptation will remain their defining strength. Rather than resisting change, they appear prepared to navigate it together. Ultimately, this unfolding story captures more than celebrity intrigue. It reflects how modern relationships adapt within high-pressure environments, how ambition and intimacy can coexist, and how support can be expressed without fanfare. Kylie Jenner's unwavering backing of Timothée Chalamet's career stands as a quiet counter-narrative in a world addicted to noise. As attention continues to build and speculation never truly fades, one conclusion grows increasingly clear. In the midst of relentless schedules, towering expectations, and global scrutiny, consistency has become the most powerful headline of all. And for now, that consistency defines the story of Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet, one chapter at a time. As this story continues to unfold, the contrast between expectation and reality becomes even sharper. Many anticipated turbulence, fueled by clashing empires and relentless schedules. Instead, what has emerged is a quieter, more controlled narrative that resists the usual Hollywood formula. Kylie Jenner's support for Timothée Chalamet has not evolved into spectacle, it has solidified into a pattern that now feels intentional and deeply ingrained. Industry observers note that Timothée Chalamet is entering a phase where choices matter more than momentum. At this level, every role is weighed not only for artistic merit, but for how it shapes long-term credibility. During such periods, distractions can be costly. Those familiar with his working environment suggest that Kylie Jenner's steady presence has helped create a sense of continuity amid constant change, allowing him to stay centered on performance rather than perception. What stands out is how rarely this support is framed through traditional markers of celebrity romance. There are no constant red carpet displays, no carefully staged moments designed to dominate headlines. Instead, Kylie's involvement is measured through absence as much as presence. When she steps back, it appears purposeful. When she appears, it feels aligned with moments that matter rather than moments that trend. This dynamic has gradually reshaped public conversation. The narrative is no longer about whether the relationship is real, but about how it functions. Analysts point out that this shift itself signals durability. Relationships built solely on visibility often collapse when attention shifts. Those built on coordination and restraint tend to endure longer, even under pressure. Behind the scenes, the rhythm of their lives reportedly revolves around communication and adaptability. Plans change frequently, travel is unpredictable, and commitments overlap. Instead of resisting this instability, both are said to approach it pragmatically. Support, in this context, is not about constant proximity, but about understanding when presence is most needed. As Timothée Chalamet's projects grow in scale, the emotional weight of his work also increases. Immersing himself in complex characters requires decompression time that Hollywood rarely affords. Kylie Jenner's role during these transitions is described as grounding, offering familiarity when environments, faces, and expectations are constantly shifting. This consistency becomes especially valuable when public pressure reaches its peak. Public fascination intensifies during award seasons, when narratives are sharpened and comparisons amplified. In these moments, Kylie Jenner's approach remains unchanged. She does not insert herself into the awards discourse, nor does she attempt to shape it. This detachment reinforces the idea that her support exists outside the cycle of praise and criticism, making it more resilient to fluctuation. Critics who once predicted inevitable conflict now acknowledge the discipline required to maintain such balance. The absence of public tension does not imply the absence of challenges, rather, it suggests an effort to handle them privately. In an era where personal struggles are often monetized, this decision stands out. As months pass, the accumulation of small choices tells a larger story. Adjusted schedules, selective appearances, controlled messaging. Each element